and it will be strengthened further. He instructed the authorities concerned to visit Bangladesh to find out the sectors for investment. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina expressed her expectation that a large Saudi business delegation will visit Bangladesh soon. Talking about Muslim Ummah, she said the unity among the Muslim world is very essential so that they don't engage in fighting against each other. In reply, Mohammed bin Salman supported her views, saying that he wants peace and happiness will remain in the Muslim world. Describing training as very much essential for the overseas job seekers, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has advised the overseas job seekers to take proper training before going abroad. She also said it is very unfortunate that the people who want to go abroad with a job are less interested to get training. The Prime Minister said these while laying the foundation stone of Bangladesh Consulate building in Jeddah this afternoon local time. The Premier said the untrained expatriate workers fall in danger abroad as they tend to just manage certificates by spending a little amount of money without going through any practical training. Sheikh Hasina said the government is providing training to the people intending to go abroad with jobs. This training is very much important for them, otherwise they will become victims of torture and repression while staying abroad, she said. The Prime Minister said many overseas job seekers fall in danger after falling prey to the middlemen by selling their land and property. In this connection, she said the expert expatriates could play an important role by providing information to them. The Prime Minister stressed the need for utilizing the Expatriates Welfare Fund for the well-being of the expatriates solely. Highlighting her government's steps for the welfare of the expatriates, the Prime Minister said her government has established Probashi Kalyan Bank for them. Elaborating her government's initiatives for development of the country, the Prime Minister said her government is implementing a 10-year perspective plan side by side with 5-year plan. The Prime Minister said Bangladesh now appeared as a development role model in the world, keeping its move towards achieving its status as an advanced economy. The Prime Minister also recalled the expatriates' contributions to the country's socio-economic development as well as their role in every movement and struggle. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina offered ziyarat of the Rawza Mubarak of Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at Masjid al-Nabawi in Medina last night. The Prime Minister also offered Isha prayers at the mosque and sought divine blessings for the people of Bangladesh as well as continued peace, progress and prosperity of the entire Muslim Ummah. Earlier, she reached Prince Mohammed bin Abdulaziz Airport in the holy city of Medina from Riyadh by a special Saudi Arabian Airlines flight. Sheikh Hasina will leave Jeddah for home tomorrow. The Prime Minister arrived in Riyadh on Tuesday on a 4-day official visit to Saudi Arabia at the invitation of the Saudi King and custodian of the two holy mosques, Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud.
President Mohammad Abdul Hamid has asked the University Grants Commission (UGC) to take steps to ensure quality of higher education. The President made the directives when a delegation led by UGC Chairman Professor Abdul Mannan submitted its annual report 2017 at Bongo Bhavan this afternoon. The President's Press Secretary John Al-Abidin briefed reporters after the meeting. During the meeting, the UGC chairman apprised the President of different aspects of the report and various activities taken by the Commission to ensure higher education. President Abdul Hamid said research is very important for higher education. He underscored the need for giving priority to the research activities at the universities to move forward with success in the competitive world. Secretaries to the President were present. Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhary returned home today after attending 139th Inter-Parliamentary Union IPU Assembly in Geneva Parliament Secretariat. Officials welcomed the Speaker at the Shah Jalal International Airport. IPU and Swiss Parliament organized the 14 to 18 October assembly. During the visit, the speaker met the IPU General Secretary Martin Chung Gong and spoke at the assembly's debates on parliamentary leadership in promoting peace and development in the age of innovation and technological change, sustainable development and finance and trade. The speaker also attended a reception as chief guest organized by Switzerland Awami League. Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry led a 17-member Bangladesh delegation to the IPU assembly. The 55th birthday of Shohid Sheikh Russell, younger son of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, was observed today in a befitting manner across the country. Sheikh Russell, also the youngest organizations, including the associate bodies of the ruling Awami League, placed floral wreaths at the graveyard of Sheikh Russell. Health Minister Mohammad Naseem has said, despite conspiracies of ruining the election by the actors of 111, election will be held in time following the Constitution. He said this at a discussion marking the birth anniversary of father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's youngest son, Shohid Sheikh Russell, organized in the capital today by Sheikh Russell Jatiyo Shishu Kishor Porishod. Chairman of the organization, Rakibur Rahman, presided the meeting, while Shirajul Islam Molla MP, organization's General Secretary Mahmoodus Samad Chaudhry and Awami League Advisory Committee member Muzaffar Hussain Poltu spoke among others. Mohammad Naseem said, people will give a befitting answer to BNP's conspiracies through ballots in the coming election.
Jubo League Chairman Umar Farooq Chaudhry demanded to ban the politics of BNP immediately. He voiced the demand while addressing the discussion organized by Dhaka North City Jubo League marking the 54th birth anniversary of Shohid Sheikh Russell at the Engineers Institute in the capital today. Presided over by the president of the organization, Ismail Chaudhry Shamrat, the discussion was also addressed by General Secretary of Jubo League Haruna Rashid. Umar Farooq Chaudhry said the main demand of the people now is banning the BNP as a terrorist organization. The schedule for the forthcoming parliamentary elections will be declared in the first week of November. Election Commission Secretary Hilaluddin Ahmed said this to the reporters emerging from a meeting with an EU delegation at Nirbachan Bhavan in the capital today. The EC Secretary said in the meeting, the EU team stressed the need for holding a free, fair, inclusive and participatory election, adding the EC informed that the Commission would take every lawful measure to this end. He said the delegation wanted to know about poll observers, about the electronic voting machines, EVMs, manpower, law enforcement agencies' voting system for expatriates and the voter list. Earlier, a 7-member delegation of the EU held a meeting with election commissioners with CEC KM Nurul Huda in the chair. Election commissioners Mahabub Talukdar, Mohammad Rafiqul Islam, Kobita Khanum and Brigadier General retired Shahdat Hussain were present. 7 ambassadors of 7 countries under EU took part in the meeting. Ayub Bachchu, one of the country's top rock musicians and founder of the popular LRB band, died of a cardiac arrest at his own residence in the capital this morning. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun. He was 56. The prominent singer fell sick and was rushed to Square Hospital around 9 in the morning, where the on-duty doctors declared him dead. Ayub Bachchu was born in Chattogram on 16th August 1962. He started his music career there with the band Fillings in the late 1970s. He later joined Souls as a lead guitarist. In 1991, he formed his own band LRB. His songs like Ghum Bhanga Shahore, Madhobi, Cholo, Hashte Dekho, Rupali Guitar are some of the greatest hits in Bangladeshi music era. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in separate messages expressed deep shock at the death and prayed for his eternal peace and conveyed sympathy to members of the bereaved family. His body would be kept on the premises of Central Shahid Minar from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. tomorrow, so his thousands of fans and followers could have their last glimpses of their beloved rock star. Later, his first namaz-e-janaza will be held at the National Eidgah premises after Jummah prayer. His body would be taken to Chattogram on Saturday, where he would be buried after the second namaz-e-janaza. Jashud President and Information Minister Hasanul Haqqinu has said there is no alternative of Sheikh Hasina and 14-party alliance to build Bangladesh a peaceful and developed country free from Jamaat, militants and Razakars. He said Khaleda Zia does not quit having relations with Jamaat and militants despite criticism. Hasanul Haqqinu said these while addressing a public rally of Jashud at Dharampur and Bharamara Upazila in Kushtia today. Jashud leader Nabiruddin presided over the public meeting, which was also addressed by Upazila Jashud General Secretary S.M. Ansar Ali, District Jashud Organizing Secretary Ashit Singh Roy, Jashud Central Committee Organizing Secretary Abdul Alim Shapon and Vice President Afroza Haq Rina. Hasanul Haqqinu said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina expedited development process in the country despite terrorism and subversive activities of BNP Jamaat alliance. Awami League General Secretary and Road Transport and Bridges Minister Ubaidul Qadir has said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is pledge-bound to the nation to hold the next election in a free, fair and impartial manner. He told this to the journalist following a meeting with Indian High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Harshavardhan Shringla at Setu Bhavan in the capital today. Indian High Commissioner informed the journalist that his country wants a free, fair and participatory election in Bangladesh. Later, U.S. Ambassador to Bangladesh, Marcia Barnikat, met Road Transport and Bridges Minister Ubaidul Qadir at his office. Following the call on, Barnikat told the journalist the upcoming election will not be hampered if Khaleda Zia fails to participate.
The puja pandals and temples in the capital and elsewhere in the country are bustled with thousands of Hindu devotees to celebrate Durga Puja with huge enthusiasm and festivity on the Mahanavami today. On the Navami, just on the eve of the immersion of goddess Durga, the festivity reached its peak as devotees visit different puja pandals from noon to midnight to have last glances at goddess Durga, seeking blessings for their well-being. As a part of the ritual of last day celebration, Navami Bhog was offered to the goddess by the devotees. Dedications including jogga and flowers were also made, while the devotees also received parts of the feast offered to the goddess as prasad. The 5-day festival celebrating the arrival of goddess Durga on earth will end tomorrow through Bisarjan or immersion of goddess. State Minister for Information Tarna Halim has said minority oppressor BNP Jamaat are still hiding in the country in disguise and will revert to their former selves if chances were given. She said this while addressing a civic rally at Sarbojonin Puja Mondop at Norunda village under Pathorail Union in Tangail today. Tangail District Awami League Office Secretary Rafiqul Islam, District Mohila Awami League General Secretary Minu Anahli and Delduar, Awami League General Secretary Shibli Sadiq, among others, spoke on the occasion. Tarna Halim said Awami League believes in the spirit of non-communal Bangladesh and always stands beside the people of all religion and beliefs. Now, international news. The Turkish investigation team say they have audio and video evidence of the killing of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. However, these have not been made public. Turkish media with close links to the government have published gruesome details on the alleged audio, saying screams and the voice of the consul Mohammed Al-Otaibi could be heard in the recording. On Wednesday, President Donald Trump said the U.S. has asked for the recording if it exists. Meanwhile, the Washington Post today published Khashoggi's latest column, a call for press freedom across Arab world. The UK's transition out of the EU could be extended by a matter of months to ensure there is no visible border in Northern Ireland, Theresa May has said. It comes after a summit of EU leaders in Brussels failed to make decision progress in reaching an agreement. May addressed her 27 European counterparts on Wednesday evening, urging them to give ground and end the current Brexit deadlock. Speaking today, May said that the UK had already put forward a proposal to avoid the need for a return to Northern Ireland border posts or a customs border between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK. The UK leaves the EU in March, and the current plan is for a transition period to finish at the end of 2020. Some Tory MPs and Brexit campaigners are angry at the idea of the UK being tied to EU rules for longer.
Now news on sports. BCB 11 will face Zimbabwe in the lone ODI warm-up match at Savar BKSP tomorrow. The match will start at 9:30 a.m. The first ODI of the three-match series between Bangladesh and Zimbabwe will be held on 21st October at Mirpur Shere-Bangla National Stadium. The second and third ODI will be held in Chattogram on 24th and 26th October. To end the bulletin, headlines once again. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina holds a meeting with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Saudi Arabia wants to be Bangladesh's development partner. Prime Minister lays a foundation stone of Bangladesh Chancery in Jeddah, stresses training for overseas job seekers. Tribute paid to father of the nation, Bangabandhu's youngest son, Shohid Sheikh Russell on birthday. Stern action of BNP tries to degrade situation marking election, warns Ubaidul Qadir. No alternative to Sheikh Hasina and 14-party alliance to build peaceful and progressive Bangladesh free from Jamaat militants and Razakars, comments Information Minister. Election schedule likely to be announced in early November, informs EC Secretary. Legendary band vocalist Ayub Bachchu passes away. President and Prime Minister expresses condolence. Celebration at Puja Mondops observing Mahanavami, immersion of Goddess Durga tomorrow. Turkey claims finding evidence of Khashoggi killing. And Zimbabwe to meet BCB 11 in lone practice match before ODI series tomorrow.
That will be all from the newsroom at the moment. Thank you for staying with us. We invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla News. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.